The more you try to control other people, the less control you have over yourself. This is a lesson that I had to learn, and if you're someone who likes to control, this video is for you. Hi guys, my name is Rips. Welcome back to my channel. Please ignore the way I'm sitting. This was the only good angle I could find to film, and I have to sit like in a funny way. Okay, back to business. We're going to be talking about control. And the thing about control is it starts with such small habits that you probably know you do. If you're someone who likes to control other people, and when someone acts in a way and you don't like it because in your head you expected them to act a certain way and they didn't, and they're not following the story that you created, and it bothers you. This is something where you need to control and change within yourself. There's nothing wrong with them, because the thing about everyone in this planet is we're all entitled to our own choices. Whether it's a loved one, whether it's someone in your family and you're trying to help them, and obviously you can come with a good heart and good spirit. The more you try to control someone else, the less control you have over yourself, because you are spending so much of your energy trying to control something or someone you have no control over. And this, now you're going to be like, well, Rips, what do I have control over? You need to be focusing on controlling yourself and let everything else fall in line. You might say, Rips, I really love to, I want to help other people. So do I. That's exactly what I was. And I had to unlearn trying to help other people by controlling them, because when you're trying to control someone, you're not helping them in any way. You're actually hurting them, because you're forcing them to live in this narrative that you have created in your mind. You're forcing someone to live in a narrative that you have created in your own mind, but it's not something that they might even want to live. That might not even be a goal of theirs. Because when it comes to control, you want to know, well, what can I control and what can't I control? For starters, what you can control, the thing about the world we live in is it's unpredictable. And I feel like that's what keeps us on our toes. That's what keeps life so interesting and so great, is the fact that we can't predict what's going to happen in our life. We can't predict what's going to happen in someone else's life. We don't even know if we're going to wake up. So first of all, it is such a blessing, sir. The fact that our life is so unpredictable is a really good thing, because we are able to wake up and see something else. We cannot predict nor control the fact that we're even waking up. So when you ask yourself, well, what do I have control over? Right now, you do have control over the responses you make. You have control over the way you act and the people you engage in. Obviously, there is more, but these are going to be your big ones, right? You have control over your response. So let's say I'm talking to my water bottle, and my water bottle and I are having this conversation. Within the conversation, my water bottle says something offensive to me. And it's going to say, oh, Rips, and say all these things to try to get me angry. My next step is, I could not control what water bottle said, right? No, I can control my next move. I can control and say, well, I disagree, water bottle. That's not how I think. I can say, I have the choice, right? What will come out of my mouth, what action I will do next. That's what I can control. So why should I focus on what water bottle is saying? Instead, I should focus on what I'm going to say next. And that is the biggest shift that will be made. It sounds so small, right? You just changed what you're trying to control and what you're really thinking about. Because the water bottle can say whatever. And this is obviously not about a water bottle. This is about a person. It could be about an object. It could be literally about anything. People, beings, all of them are allowed to do whatever they want. Even if it's right, wrong, whatever, morally, their choice, right? If I'm here telling the water bottle, don't say that about me, don't say that. Well, one, now I'm affected and I just gave my power to them. But two, I can't control, because now they can say that again. They could probably say worse things, right, about me. I'm losing control over myself because I just gave them my emotions. I just gave them my thoughts. I just gave them my power. I don't need to be doing that. That is one way I can control. Another control is, let's say that scenario happens where water bottle says something mean to me and I say, I do whatever. The next time I have a conversation with water bottle says it again. Water bottle acts the same way, where water bottle is so mean to me. And in my end, I'm just like, oh, you know what? It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. That's my choice. Water bottle is no longer the problem here. I'm the problem. I'm the problem for allowing water bottle into my energy. That's in my control. If water bottle if I'm going to go hang out with water bottle, if I'm going to go and engage with water bottle sayings. So if I'm sitting here falling victim and saying water bottle is so mean to me, why am I going back? Why am I going back to what hurts me? You don't need to go back to what hurts you. You can so easily say, no, I'm done engaging. Stop giving your energy. That's in your control to say goodbye. This is the thing where people start to fall victim. Don't fall victim to something that's in your control. Yes, it may be difficult to get rid of. Yes, but you pick your poison. Do I choose the difficulty of letting go? Or do I have to choose the difficulty of staying and allowing all these things to be there where I'm trying to control something that I have no control over? You're losing yourself because you have no control. You cannot control what other people say. You cannot control what other people do. Stop trying to, because the more energy, let's say I have this much energy, right? And I put this much energy into controlling other people, trying to tell people not to speak bad to me, not to be rude to me. All of that, right? All of that takes that much of my energy. Look at how much energy I have left for myself. Tell me why I have this much energy for something else that I can't even control, and I barely had that much for myself. I'm not going to grow. I'm not going to be the person I want. I have goals. I have aspirations. You have goals. You have so much potential that you are wasting by giving your energy to things that you cannot control. You are trying to control other people because you cannot control yourself. There is something in your life that is bothering you. There's something in your life that you are trying to run away from by trying to control something else, because all of us want to feel that control. Because at the end of the day, when we can only control ourselves, if we can't even control ourselves, we're going to look for that power somewhere else, and we can't get that power through other people. Yeah, maybe you can get it for a couple of seconds, but that's not going to do anything for you, because that is not going to replicate that void that you are missing and looking for. Now you've noticed, right? You give all your energy to all these people. Well, Rips, how do I give more energy to myself? How do I take back my energy? This leads me to my third point of what you can control is you can control yourself. You can control the life you want. Well, how? I can't even guarantee what happens to me in life. Yes, although you can't control every small thing that happens, you can control the path you take to get there. So let's say you have a dream of buying your own property one day, right? If you're not taking the steps to get to that property, you're never going to get there. Obviously, yeah, there may be unpredictable or things that are not in your control, like a home not being for sale, the home you want not being to you. Yes, those are uncontrollable, but you can work in that path versus working for path B, which will take you to completely somewhere else. Right? You can work so hard in this pattern. You control, okay, I have choice A and choice B. Which one will lead me closer to my goal? You get that choice of what move do I take next to get towards your goal. So obviously when the chance gets, you say your dream is to buy a property, right? And now your mindset is, okay, well, do I learn about properties, or how do I look up properties? What area is the best property? You spend your energy taking the smaller steps to getting to that goal. You're gonna receive your dream because you took the steps to get there. Those tiny steps you're taking are gonna help you reach your goal. That's in your control. What's not in your control is the weather. Are you going outside every single day and you see it's raining and you're not going outside and you're looking up at the weather and you're just going like, sun, come out. No, it's raining. I want the sun. Obviously, you want something, that's one thing, but to demand the sun to come out is completely something else. You can't do that. Or I demand it to snow. Like, it sounds crazy, right? But I'm bringing such an easy example because we know the weather is not something you control. It's the same thing with other people. You cannot control other people. Stop giving in your energy to tell people what to do, how to do. Like, people do not need to live in the image you created in your brain. They don't. Maybe you can give them suggestions if you're really trying to help them, but stop expecting people to live in your lifestyle, because guess what? Everyone has their own choice. Everyone can do whatever they want, and you trying to tell people, oh, do this, do that, and if you don't do this, this is going to be terrible. Suggestions are one thing, control is another. I want you to understand the difference, that suggestions is you trying to help someone. Control is you need to do this, you need to do that. No one needs to do anything that you demand them to. You are not their ruler. No, you're not any better than anyone, you're not any worse than anyone. And I'm not saying that in any way to hurt you. I'm just saying that for you to see it in a different perspective, that at the end of the day, we're all people, and we're not here to control one another. We're here to help each other. We're here to love and allow each other to grow, not try to be the poison to them. Take control of yourself and help yourself achieve the dream that you really want. Thank you so much for watching. Leave a comment with your thoughts. I'd love to hear them. Bye.